In recent statements, Elon Musk and Donald Trump highlighted the economic sacrifices supposedly necessary for the United States, while hinting at an impending economic recession that the working class is expected to endure. Both figures advocate austerity measures, emphasizing the need for Americans to live within their means. However, as they push policies that seem to favor the ultra-wealthy, the repercussions for average citizens have become increasingly dire. Through tariffs, layoffs, and cuts to essential services, their decisions disproportionately impact lower-income workers and the middle class, forcing them into economic jeopardy while the affluent continue to amass wealth. Moreover, Trump's vague press conferences about job markets and economic health contradict emerging statistics, indicating rising unemployment and stagnant job growth. This video delves into the consequences of their policies, the potential fallout of international trade tensions, and the broader implications for the U.S. economy and vulnerable populations, including veterans and students. Economic policies under Trump and Musk are leading to increased wealth for the ultra-rich, while eroding the financial stability of everyday Americans. Job cuts and recession. Widespread layoffs and job cuts threaten millions of American workers, even as leaders claim economic prosperity. U.S.-Canada trade tensions. A trade war has escalated, with Canada threatening to cut electricity exports, which could lead to unprecedented energy crises in the U.S. Education at risk. Budget cuts proposed by Trump threaten education grants crucial for millions of students, jeopardizing the future workforce. Veterans discarded. Cuts to veteran services put those who served in the military at risks, impacting their access to medical care and support. Environmental policies under fire. Trump's dismissive attitudes towards environmental regulations raise concerns about genuine commitment to ecological sustainability. International relations deteriorate. Aggressive statements regarding foreign territories, including Greenland and the Panama Canal, strain diplomatic relations and raise questions about Trump's global strategy. Economic sacrifice versus reality. While Trump and Musk discuss necessary economic hardships, the burden falls heavily on the working class while the wealthy continue to prosper. The increasing wealth gap indicates that strategies aimed at practicality often exacerbate inequality, revealing a systemic failure to support vulnerable Americans during economic downturns. Rising unemployment rate. The unemployment rate has risen to 4.1%, as evidenced by recent statistics, raising alarm over the real state of job growth. Trump's claims of a robust job market seemingly contradict the increasing layoffs across public sectors, highlighting the discrepancies between political rhetoric and actual economic performance. Impacts of tariffs. The reinstatement of tariffs on Canadian imports not only escalates trade tensions, but may also drive prices up for consumers. While intended to protect U.S. industries, these tariffs may lead to disrupted supply chains and increased production costs, establishing a cycle of economic instability detrimental to consumers. Downsizing education. Funding, budget cuts to the Department of Education signify a profound risk to millions of low-income students dependent on grants for college affordability. The predicted reduction in higher education accessibility threatens societal growth by producing a less skilled workforce, posing long-term threats to economic prosperity. Veteran services. Under threat. Trump's proposed job cuts at the Veterans Affairs Department signify a lack of respect for veterans, undermining their care and financial security. By reducing staff and funding, the government seems poised to neglect those who risked their lives for the nation. Environmental policy confusion. Trump's dismissal of critical environmental protections raises more questions than answers regarding his administration's true motives, suggesting a potential alignment with the logging industry rather than a commitment to environmental stewardship. International relations and trade. The retaliatory measures taken by Canada and Europe against U.S. tariffs highlight a precarious international trading landscape. Significant economic partnerships are at risk of deterioration, leaving the U.S. vulnerable to economic isolation if not addressed promptly. Overall, this comprehensive discussion points out the contradictory narrative held by influential figures, showcasing the implications of their strategies on both national and global stages. The pressing issues surrounding employment, education, and international relations mirror the challenges the current administration faces, as well as the need for transparency and accountability in decision.